Hello again. I'm here to do my share my recipe project for 2018. As I said in the last video, this is a project that I started in January of 2018, and every week I did a new recipe, and at the end of the month actually, I did a project for each one of the recipes. So this is book 2. And I have a different quote at the beginning of this one. The first wealth is health, Ralph Waldo Emerson. And I used origami paper and just plain colored paper here. This I put fabric on top of a piece that was already here. And this is my part 2, August through December. And during this time I did 2 bread recipes. I didn't do any condiments. I did 5 dessert recipes, 6 entrees, 1 salad, 9 soups, and 1 vegetable. I really did a lot of soups this year, and actually probably most years. This is my table of contents, sort of. In August, my theme was bees. In the last book, I took pictures every month, and in August, this is actually a needle work that I did. I love bees, and I have several like that. As I said in the last video, I kept a few pages from the old Better Homes and Gardens books that I used to make this. In August, I did chickpea and feta salad. Not most, but many of the recipes in my book are vegetarian. This is blistered green beans and tomatoes with honey, harissa, and mint. And the heart-shaped vegan. This was Instant Pot creamy mushroom pasta, and that's kind of a comfort food recipe. Many of the recipes are vegan, and all are at least vegetarian in here. Tuscan vegetable soup, Instant Pot, and many of the recipes are Instant Pot recipes too. And my bee theme continued. Lots of bees. Ratatouille, eggplant casserole with tomatoes, onions, peppers, and zucchini. And I purchased this is September. I purchased a baking box, and it was great. The recipes turned out well, but they actually didn't give you the full recipe. They would give you the recipe to how to put their ingredients together. So I purchased 2 of these. I won't purchase any more. But I've noticed that they're now including recipes and things that they haven't. I'm happy about that. Here are just a few pages from the old recipe book. This was Instant Pot lasagna soup. I got this from a vegan Instant Pot group, and I love it. We frequently have this. This is an origami piece, and this is just a little, I guess you'd call it a scrapbook piece. I'm trying to include the nutritional facts here. Quinoa, chili in Instant Pot, and cream of mushroom and potato soup. I picked up these little, whatever they are, scrapbook pieces from the library for the public library sales are great. At least they are in our area. I get the coolest things. I get great books, but also little things like this and magazines. Here's another King Arthur baking box, and it turned out really well. I really liked it, but I couldn't repeat it because they just gave you packets of ingredients. So it was fun to do. And I did get the tool, the one baking tool, frosting tool, and more origami, and more of that, and s'mores. I think I purchased most of the baking boxes they had when they first came out without realizing that there was no real recipe. And lots of origami here. I love origami. Okay, and that was September, and we were traveling in September, so not as many recipes as I normally do. In October, this is a picture of something that I was preparing, all the different ingredients on top of my stove. And more old pages. Let's see. 12 bean mix. I actually still have some of this. I just mixed them together. And I got this from a recipe book. Lorna Sass, I think it is. 12 bean soup using those beans, which was delicious. And this is dilled kale risotto. The recipe was for cabbage soup, and I adapted it because I did not have all the right ingredients, so it turned out well. Another origami. Creamy apple squash soup. This is delicious. And again, this is from the Lorna Sass book. I'm going to have to, I will try and get the name and post that when I post this, because I've gotten so many good recipes. They aren't Instant Pot, they're pressure cooker recipes, but they're really great. So I'll find that and post it. November, this is my famous Instant Pot. And more rice pasta cereal. It's different. I kind of like this page. It's from the old Better Homes and Gardens new cookbook, but I like the pictures of all the different kinds of rice and pastas. One pot lentils and vegetables. Double mushroom barley soup. Hence all the mushrooms. Mini honey cornbread loaves. That was delicious. They were really good. And Pillsbury Perfectly Pumpkin Cookie Mix. And again, that was just a mix, but I included it. December, and this is, a friend gave me this. I really love this. It was in my kitchen, along with an acorn squash, believe it or not, and a spaghetti squash. And they sat on my counter for like months, but it was really pretty. Better Homes and Gardens pages, several of them. These were kind of nice. I included a lot of these this year, last year rather. This year in 2019, I'm not going to include them. This is mushroom and orzo or chickpea and arugula soup with Parmesan, and I sort of substituted ingredients. So, and I made note of that. And either way, I've done it both ways, and it's good. Either way you do it. Sourdough pie crust. So much sourdough this year. I absolutely love it. Sourdough dinner rolls. This was around holiday time. And this was pumpkin spice bread. And this was really good. It was delicious, actually. But it was a box. I mean, I have the directions how to add the water and, you know, not very complex at all. Sourdough, another sourdough cornbread. This one had less sugar, I think, than the other recipe. I like that. And these pieces of paper, these are just pieces of wrapping paper that I cut out. I kind of like the pumpkins, the penguins, excuse me, and the snowflakes. And millet pilaf with mushrooms, carrots, and peas, and that was delicious. And again, this was actually from a holiday card, and I'm not sure what that was from. And at the end, special helps. I included a few of these things. I thought it was interesting just from a historical perspective. However, their nutrition basics are a little bit different than what we have in 2019. I think these were probably from, you know, the 50s or 60s. And they did an all about this book. I did an all about this book. And basically, I'm going on to do another one this year. I've learned a lot, and you know, our eating has been much healthier. We've eaten out a lot less, and I'm really glad I did the project, and I'm going to continue on. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you're interested, I'll be posting. So thanks for watching.